On this episode of Pimp My Setup, I'm going to be talking about your setups you submit for tips, tricks, feedback, and much more. So if you're interested in that, then sit back, relax, and interact because the show starts now.
It's time for the original setup show dedicated to providing you with tips, tricks, and feedback to pimp out your setup. Hosted by Matt Philly with new special guests every week. Coming at you live in 3, 2, 1.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Pimp My Setup, episode number 191, recorded live on February 12th, 2017. My name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly, and as always, we're joined by producer Tom.
Guys, it's Matt's birthday today.
Thanks, guys, for saying happy birthday in the comments, which if you didn't, you better. Anyways, today has been crazy on Twitch. We've only been live for like 20 minutes, and we got over 20-something subscribers on Twitch. Donations, follows, everything. I appreciate it, guys. Just a quick reminder, we are live every Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, 12 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch and even YouTube. But if you want to chat live, go to twitch.tv/swashin. And also, a quick little bit of housekeeping. If you want to submit your setup, you better do it soon, because what are we booked up to, Tom?
306 or something.
306 or something. That's when you know. So definitely make sure you get your spot reserved. We're looking at middle of November by now. If you get your setup on the show now. So definitely submit. Also, you get a fast pass. 3 people did it today, and that'll let you skip the line onto the next episode. PimpMySetup.com/perks. If you want to submit, PimpMySetup.com/Q. And if you want to join our Discord server, discord.gg/Matt. If you are a subscriber on the Twitch channel, you get a free roll. You get emotes and stuff like that on the Discord server as well. And then also, SetupAddicts.com is the Facebook group. 21,000 members and growing every day. So bada bing, bada boom. Cool, nice. Now, without further ado, we got 11 setups. First one of the day, submitted by Julius, 17 years old, uses a setup for productivity. He said that he might paint the walls and that he also will not frame the jersey because he likes how it looks. Julius, frame the jersey. It just, I don't know, Tom, do you see that? Does it look a little...
It looks weird, and it's not even like angled correctly.
Yeah,
if it was like straight on, I mean, maybe, but... Frame it.
And if you're not wearing the damn thing, frame it. That just looks stupid. Sorry. But yeah, taking a look at everything else going on in the setup. It's a great setup. It's a really cool, unique setup. There's a few things here and there, though, that I would like to see changed and improved upon. And just for reference, the 2 wood parts of the laptop stand at the bottom there, he said that he is going to be getting like a silver paint or spray paint, whatever he decides to do, but he'll blend it in. So that's cool. I love that stand. Looks great. Now, the first thing I'm not a huge fan of is obviously the green. It's a cool green. It's not a harsh lime green, but I definitely think, considering everything else you have, given the jersey, the very gray contrasty look that you got, the green is just not working. And I'm happy you said that you might paint the walls. You're looking for a color, basically. I don't know about the chat. I mean, actually I do, just looking at what they say. But I'm going to just be honest here, man. I'd paint it something like light gray. We say it all the time, but that's the key color, right, Tom?
Yeah. But I think it's like, if you went with more of a green theme with like the jersey not being like black and red, then you could probably work with the walls, but since you're not doing that, then you should paint it.
Yeah, I agree. And it'll be a lot more neutral, so definitely go for that. But the next thing that I wasn't a huge fan of was how you cramped the speakers right under the monitor. And the thing is, normally I would say, okay, that's fine, you didn't have a lot of space, you couldn't fit under your monitors, blah blah blah. But in this scenario, you quite literally have an empty desk, and doing what you're doing just kind of looks stupid, considering you could put them even just to the side of the monitors itself. So a little bit weird there. I definitely think you come with a fix. Don't squeeze them in, but it's nice. It's simple. You got a lot of cool stuff on the shelf related to photography. I like it. And if you take photos, why not get some framed artwork that you did, print it out. It would look really, really nice. But I don't really have much else to say unless you do, Tom.
No, I mean the Walking Dead posters on the wall, I don't know,
they're good. They're simple.
They're simple,
high.
but yeah, they're just. I wish they were just even. I know maybe you're trying to go for an artsy look to it, but
didn't work.
Why weren't they just even to begin with?
Yeah, agreed. Easy fix though. That setup can get a great score with a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, next setup submitted by Alexander. He's 14 years old. Don't know much about him other than the fact that he's Houdini. Zoom in on his headphones there. Look at that. What? Bro,
The
nice.
razor. What?
Yeah, they got some sort of secret powers or something. And also the third photo shows his cable management, which almost perfect. I know the LED thing there is probably at that level, so it's easy to use, but like,
It just looks so weird.
you could come up with a better spot. Not only that, here's the best solution. Put a thing of Velcro on the back, pop that sucker under the desk so it's at least, not floating on the floor. That'd be perfect. Do that. Bada bing, bada boom. That would be perfect. Now go into this. I don't know if you see it, Tom. The home thing isn't centered, is it?
It's not.
God, you can balance your damn headphones, but you can't center a freaking thing. Yeah, that kind of pissed me off just a little bit. Obviously I don't really care that much, but I would just,
I didn't know you were a 40-year-old mom, because usually like people with like would write like
Yeah.
home,
Home.
family is home.
Yeah, a little cringy there, but you're
I mean, it's
14,
fine.
so your mom was probably like, you have to put this in here because you love home. You're not going out ever.
I pay for everything.
Yeah, you're paying. You need to stay here. It's like, can I go out with my friends? Like, shut up, Alexander. Anyways, yeah, ruined the joke, taking it too far. Anyways, now the second photo I think is where you kind of like put the whole image together. You get the bed to the side. There's enough room. It's not like right up against it. It just kind of fits where it is. It works. It's nice. But Tom, I don't know if you agree, but that one monitor cable, you see that thing? Don't you just wish you would have taken that and just,
I mean, it's not really.
Yeah,
the
Tom
worst
doesn't
thing.
care.
It's not the worst thing in the world if that's the only cable you can see coming out, because he's got wire mold and all that.
Yeah, you gotta
Right?
fix it
That's
though.
wire mold?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would fix it though.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
one
it's the
little bit.
simplest of thing, where if he took the photo a little higher up, you wouldn't see it.
Yeah, again, he can literally balance headphones, but he can't put the damn cable up. Anyways, really, headphone stand would be cool, because I'm sure if you had to go out for the day, you're not going to sit there trying to balance the damn thing. Like, come on. And also trim the fake plant. That's looking a little crazy, man. It's growing out of control. Really, I hate plants like that. They look awful, but I think it works in this setup. Right?
It's fine.
Yeah, okay. Next setup. This one, we're going to have a lot to say. Submitted by Samuel. He's 15. He loves watching YouTube, casual gaming, and collecting shoes. He also uses the setup for school, art, etc. And he does not like using speakers. And the TV is specifically for while he's in bed. Now, this photo, this is painting the picture. This dude likes shoes. He likes Jesus. He likes Adidas. A little bit of everything going on. And then the next photo, he's got himself a court, which I actually thought was really unique.
That's cool.
Obviously took a little bit of time. I mean, just stretch that tape out, cut it up. Really nice. I like it. It is a little hectic in that photo for me. I would like to see a little bit of a ding ding. You know what I'm saying? People love when I do that because it reminds me
Ding,
of
ding.
it reminds them of Trump going bing bong, bing bong. Anyways, really though, this area we're obviously not critiquing, but if I had to say, I just condense it, maybe come up with something that could cover up all the clothes or whatever. But going to the actual setup itself, looking at this photo, the wire management's really great. It's not bad. The only problem we're having with cable management is above the desk on the left side of the monitor. You can see it in that photo or even that photo. I get it, bad placement, things like that, but it's like you're really killing those cables. You're like shrinking them right up. A little bit of tech flex is probably a little bit nicer than using rubber bands and things like that. Tom, staying on that photo, zooming in on the PC case. Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
Is that a mouse?
That's a mouse and
a clock.
Is that like a temperature thermometer?
Yeah, it looks like a thing you put inside a turkey or something.
Yeah, like
that.
the air PSI or something. Interesting. Very interesting idea. I don't know if I've ever seen that, honestly. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
No.
But, I don't know if this is actually a Razer Leviathan. Is that what it's called? Leviathan speaker? If you go to the first photo, right on top of the monitors. I don't know if that's what it is or he just put a sticker on it.
Well, I mean, it's not the Razer Leviathan because it's slimmer
Black and
longer.
yeah.
But I don't know. It
I
might
don't know
be
if he just
Razer.
put I mean, interesting.
He's got stickers like on his desk, I think. No. Okay.
Oh, people are saying Ben 10. Is that from Ben 10? Is it the thing on top of the computer? Yeah,
okay.
You remember Ben 10? Cameron
Yeah,
used
I
to
never
love that
watched
show.
it,
Yeah.
That thing.
So here's the thing. Now, the TV, okay, that's fine. Bezel's fatter than your mouth. Haha, okay, cool. But the usability of the desk itself, I think, isn't really maximized. And to be that guy, to be that hype beast, you gotta ding, throw it. I'm gonna stop the noise. It's just getting worse. You gotta just knock everything off, right? And the reason I say that is because you're pushing yourself to the left side. The right side is not even being utilized in a way that would make sense. You know, okay, you want to keep yourself to the left side to do art projects and stuff like you said. Well, then get rid of the computer and the PlayStation. Like all that stuff's got to go. It's not usable. So you either have to keep yourself dead center, or you need to have left side really nice and neat, and everything on the right side either on the floor, put in a drawer, gone, out of there. We don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying, Tom?
Yep.
You agree?
I agree. I would just get rid of everything on the desk and try to find a new arrangement because,
yeah,
I mean, it's okay, but it's not really working.
Not the best.
Perfectly, yeah.
What do you think about the theme, all that stuff?
I like all the jerseys and the hats and all that. I like what's on the wall, but maybe how it's arranged could be different.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus is there for a reason.
I think he approves for the most part.
Yeah,
he's like,
he's looking over the Jordans and all that, and
yeah,
the Yeezys, and
anytime he's like shooting into the garbage can, he's like, kill me.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
But like maybe on the wall with the setup, I would like move the hats around or something like that. Or frame the jersey.
It's not
the
terrible.
Michael Jordan jersey.
I think it maybe is like the curtain, where if you look in the next photo, it's like a little too.
Even that, like I don't even care about that.
Stuff like that.
It's just yeah.
Anyways, let's move on to the next setup. We still have a lot more to go through. Submitted by Eric, right?
Eric, yes.
Yeah, okay. Eric here is 42 years old, recently got back into PC gaming. He said that he used to game all the time in the early 2000s. And if you want to check out his new YouTube channel, ENEWTABIE, definitely go over there, check him out, say hi. I think he's doing some gaming stuff, so go check it out. But this setup, it's clean, it's straight to the point, it works. You break it down category by category, and I mean, he's checking things off the list, you know what I mean? So think about wire management. That's pretty good. I mean, and with the desk like that, it's not necessarily, it doesn't have a back, it doesn't have anything like that. So he's doing what he's got to do. It looks great. Huge fan of that. Now, he's obviously a Corsair fanboy, which I approve of. I am a huge Corsair guy. I think their stuff is amazing. The one thing I would say is, it looks like you have room to the right of the desk in between what could be a couch or some sort of seating area. What do you think that is to the right side?
It's probably a couch.
Yeah. You could get something that's either low or a little bit higher, like desk height, to put the PC on specifically, so you can display it a little bit better. And by doing so, you'll be able to center yourself out. You'll have you won't be as cramped with the keyboard and the mouse placement. I feel like the mouse, yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, the chance of you hitting your computer is slim to none. But don't you think it'd be a little bit more roomy?
Yeah, if you just move the PC over, that's all. And then you wouldn't have to put the speaker. It's not technically blocked by the monitor because in the next photo it's
you can
low
see,
enough,
but it's far back.
Yeah, so you want to have them to the side of the monitor.
Yeah.
So moving that PC will definitely help.
Yeah. So if people are saying put it on the floor, okay, you're gonna be able to hear that, but we just got a new subscriber on Twitch. Thank you. Anyways, that's gonna be so random.
Can I turn this?
No, that's not gonna change anything. It's through the computer audio. So the right side, if you put something to display the PC, I don't think the PC should go on the floor. It's a great PC. It looks really, really sick. You'll be able to show off the interior of it, and at the same time, give yourself more breathing room. The speakers will be fixed, and I see you have the Tar Heels up at the top. Really cool. Repping. We're gonna be there soon, right? And then, yeah, I just think maybe a little bit more in theme could really help. But everything else, great. Really, really good job. I really like this man. So. I don't mean I really like this man. Like, I like him as a man.
I like Eric.
You get it? I like Eric. Anyways, you have anything you want to say?
No, you basically hit everything. I mean, I don't know how much theme he wants to add. I know he's doing gaming and all that, but maybe just keep it simple.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much. It's pretty much a good setup where it is. Next setup submitted by George. Now, before you make fun of my boy George, who's 15 and didn't say anything else about himself, your eyes aren't messed up. No, the monitor isn't super, super small, and the computer isn't ginormous. It's you know what? Yeah, your eyes are messed up. Don't do that, Tom. Okay, it's just really confusing how his speakers are like almost as big as his monitor put together, you know?
Yeah.
It's a very unproportionate setup. Is that how I would say it?
Yeah, the monitor's so far back, like I don't know how you could even like use it properly.
Yeah, it's an interesting arrangement. But before you go and like rip them apart, I like the setup. And he did a great job, category to category, except for obviously cable management. I mean, I don't know what the hell he was trying to do there. It looks like a damn zoo under the desk. But everything else, think about it. Usability, out of sight, out of mind, accessories, theme, a little bit lacking. It needs to see a little bit more, better usability of the lulz. So I think it's wire management and theme that kills his score. But everything else, yeah, the monitor is the size of my left thumb. But you know what? It works. It's a monitor nonetheless. It's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. Now, it is a pre-built, so I'd kind of drop that bitch down on the floor, you know what I'm saying? Because that will help with cable management, because I see everything is in the bottom left. So that'll at least help hide it, maintain it. It'll work a lot nicer. And then I'd say your next step, instead of spending money on peripherals and stuff, which I guess is good, you know, because you could still game just as efficiently. For the most part. But I would say really, realistically, you have to get yourself a new display. And if you do that, it'll help a lot. So what do you, yeah, someone said why, oh my God, I didn't realize that. The Xbox is quite literally dry humping.
I was going to say something about that.
Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, and the usability, I don't know if it's that good because I don't know how far the desk goes back, but wouldn't like the knob like be like you have to like reach over to freaking get it?
But
and like the Xbox and PS4, you have to reach like you have to
but
reach
it's on his desk and it's usable. No, usability is if his Xbox was on the damn floor. The knob is there, it's in reach, but it's not like the knob is, you know, to the left of the computer behind it or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get what you're going for, but yeah, I don't think it's really that far back. It just looks that far back because the monitor is like...
Yeah, I mean, if you got a bigger monitor, it'd probably make it look much more...
proportionate.
Yeah.
Look at the knob. You know the size of the knob. You have the same damn thing.
Speakers.
Yeah. Look at the size of it compared to the monitor.
I know,
That's
it's
insane.
Very small. It's like probably like a 21-inch, right?
Yeah, or maybe even
smaller.
Could be smaller. I don't know.
Yeah, but I feel like if you get a new monitor, that's the first upgrade. The desk is fine if you just fix the cable management.
Put the computer down.
And I always think like, you know, get carbon wrap and just put it over. Because if you took the picture with like a desk that had like a normal desk, no glass, and like took it a little higher, you wouldn't even see the cable management.
Yeah.
And you probably wouldn't even be like, oh, this guy probably has good cable management.
Yeah, I think what you need to do is put the PC under, center yourself, new display, put each console on the opposite side of each other.
There you go.
Done. Easy.
And then, you know, focus on the wall after. That's like a last thing.
Yeah,
that you worry about.
It's got to be like it's like a 4-inch screen. People are saying 19.
15.
I don't think they make... Do they make 15 still? I don't think they make 15.
I'm thinking like what size is your laptop?
15.
That might be like the same size.
I don't know. Regardless, it's messing with my eyes.
Yeah.
All right, next setup submitted by PK. He didn't say his age, but he's a junior in high school. Okay, cool. Next setup of the day. No shit. Real quick, I mean, it's simple, straight to the point. I don't like that you have the MacBook Pro box as your like stand, you know. I don't know if you literally just bought the damn thing, but I would get an actual dock. Excuse me. And then I would, you know, the storage bins off to the side, well, little cups. I'd move that. I'd make it a little bit neater. Maybe get more storage and have that kind of out of the way because it just looks a little bit random. And then I think, you know, the stuff off to the side, I quite literally think this guy just bought his stuff because he's got his gift cards there and whatnot on the bottom right. So looks a little bit brand new, which isn't awful. Not a huge fan of how you put the earbuds on the wall.
Nope.
Yeah, not
and your
nice.
sunglasses. I don't know.
Yeah, ugly clock. But, you know, it's just an okay setup, no theme, anything like that. You have anything you want to say about it, T?
Yeah, I mean, I just reorganized the desk. Yeah, you put everything into the one corner when you have a whole amount of room on your desk. Why don't you just move everything around?
Yeah, and the cables aren't bad because, well, he's got a laptop. You know, there's one around the back right leg, but everything else is going to a laptop. So what are you going to do? Anyways, next set of the day, submitted by Lukas, who's 14. Uses setup for video editing, schoolwork, programming, and gaming, and he loves simplicity and minimal setups. But he also said he can't really mount stuff up onto his wall that's too heavy. So that kind of hurt his personality, and he's aware of that. If you want to check him out on YouTube, it's Lukas Werner, with a K for Lucas, not with a K in Werner. I don't know how that works. But yeah, I mean, God, what are those things, Tom? Is that like a weird?
It reminds me of like I think Grandma has like the same ones
course
in her
she does,
old
yeah.
house, at least.
Yeah, they're weird. They're weird.
I like them.
It's a cool photo. Yeah, I mean, considering he can't really do too much, that's why he's got the shelf and not framing. Like the frame isn't mounted to the wall, I suppose.
Wouldn't the frame be lighter?
No, probably not. I don't know. Oh, okay. People know if they subscribe, they're gonna get heard on the show.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, very interesting arrangement on the wall. Again, theme isn't like a 10 out of 10, but I also didn't give it like a terrible score because it is white, minimalist. It flows with what your actual setup is itself. So, yeah. And just like somebody said in the chat, I don't know who it is that just said because it moved, but why would you actually? Why would you mount? Why would you rotate the PC if there's no side panel?
I was gonna say something about that. Yeah.
Well, there is a side panel. I mean, no side window. Yeah. So it's just kind of maybe you could carve it out. You know, if you really want to get crafty, you carve right through that. But I think that's kind of an eyesore in this setup because it could go to the floor. I get it. Probably cable management's a lot easier with all the output of the monitor going right into the I/O onto the PC, which is cool. But you also got a cactus right next to it. So I mean. This dude in cactuses, or cacti, if you will. So PC on the floor, I think Tom agrees. That'll look a lot nicer.
Unless you get a new PC case.
Yeah, but it might be a lot bigger.
Okay.
If you don't get a new PC case, I say put it down. It's funny, as a little teaser, this is kind of like the layout I have for my monitors, except they're two 34-inch ultra-wides curved.
So they're huge.
And then I have my Carbide Air 540 case to the side of it, but it looks a lot sexier, no offense. But yeah, I think it's overall a pretty sick setup. The underside, that from what we can see, it looks great. Again, a little bit tricky with the way that he angled the photo, so you know I might have to throw him in court. But everything is nice. Now, of course, here's the other thing. I know a lot of people get mad about this. Let me quickly explain. You do lose a point, at least 1 point, for not having speakers because, yes, everything looks beautiful. Cable management looks nice, but when you don't have to include speakers, things get 20 times easier. That's the certified statistic. I did it myself because, you know, yeah, he's got the little like Bluetooth one or whatever, but I'm talking legitimate speakers because imagine trying to fit those speakers in this setup.
It'd be pretty tough.
Yeah, and then that adds more cables and things. So it's just not fair to put it in the same sort of category as other setups. And speaking of other setups, next set of the day, submitted by Harry, my absolute favorite one for today, and maybe one of the best I've seen all year. Just absolutely stunning, amazing, great use of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, taking a look at this, breaking it down photo by photo. Actually, let me read his thing real quick. That would make sense. 19 years old. He started to build the setup in June 2015 when he was watching. He said I had about like 50,000 subs. His main passion is music. He loves to travel to different festivals. And he said he's really not a PC gamer, so don't think that, okay, homies? He says he'll do the occasional Minecraft, but for the most part, he's just basically chilling, dropping fat beats, shredding on the guitar skill. So let's break it down photo by photo. How do you feel about that, Tom?
It's very nice. I like it. The speakers, like, I guess they do work, but they look really, like, far apart.
What I was going to say was, like, the distance is good, but what you're going for is, like, if you're sitting all the way up against the desk, don't you think it's kind of behind you a bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's the only thing I could possibly say.
Maybe unless you're just chilling back. Like.
Yeah, like if you're chilling back, you're playing guitar, you're doing something like that, it's probably good. And don't get me wrong, they're Mackies. They're going to fill up the room anyway. It's going to sound just fine. But the problem is, when you're sitting at the desk, I would assume it's a little bit more behind your ears than it is at your ears. So I get it. It's pretty hard to like work with anyway. But yeah, I like it. Now, the other thing that's cool is he has on the speakers, which we'll see in the next photo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could like right there. He's got the Alexa Echo Dot, which Alexa, Google Pornhub. I hope somebody had their Alexa and speakers on. It'd be funny. Anyways, if you go to the next photo, you'll see he's got a controller stand on there. And then if you go back to, I think, the one after, you'll see he's got his controller on there. So that's a pretty interesting spot to put it. But yeah, so very interesting. He's got some highlight lights, if that makes sense, right up above, kind of like spotlighty. Yeah. Pretty cool. People are laughing in chat. Hopefully I got somebody. Someone just said, screw you, Matt. Oh my God, that would have been awesome. Anyways, looking at the underneath section, going back to the photo we're just on, looking at the underneath section, maybe you want to paint up those walls, just like the under part, some of the marks right there. Just paint it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Touch up.
Yeah. And then going to the next photo, focusing on this, that TV obviously moves around. He's even got the cables sorted in like in a more flexible, breathable loom, which is nice. That fun fact, that guitar, Les Paul, Epiphone, whatever I don't really know. I'm not really, like, my dad would know because he's all about guitars. By the way, check out my dad, Mo Circa. He just did a really cool video. Anyways, that guitar is actually my dream one. If that's the Cherry Sunburst, it looks a little bit darker. I love the Cherry Sunburst for some odd reason. I have ever since I was a young lad. Next photo, though, if we look at that photo, the only thing I could possibly say, I mean, the dude's got a damn couch. That's obviously perfect. You know, like, he's sitting there, he can game on his TV, chill, listen to music. This seems like the best hangout spot ever. Big fan of that. But the light above it seems a bit odd and, like, harsh. You get that vibe?
I think it's fine. Maybe the photo's giving it.
Yeah, maybe I'm just being a dick, right?
I think it's fine.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'm being a dick. Next photo, though, which is the last photo, this is, like, one of my complaints. The complaint is you have metals, like the really cool blade, really, really cool shit, like, really awesome. But I think you need to come up with a better way to display it because you have a lot of room there, but it's like all flat, you know? So maybe if you put tacks into the top piece and have the metals hang down and center the blade and maybe come up with two bigger things to put there, it'll look like really, really, really nice. But look at the cable management coming out of the PC there. You see he's got the loom. Everything is super neat, super clean. Even coming out of the speaker up above. It goes up, it goes into a sleeve, done. I mean, this guy's got it down. He's got it down to a rhythm. A lot of people are complaining about the placement of the couch in comparison to the chair. Obviously, I think if he's using the couch, he moves the chair out of the way.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he's like, damn it, I can't. Why did I ever decide to do this? Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to come up with a fix there. So, yeah, the usability, I took a point off because the speakers, I think they're good, but it's just like not perfect. And then yeah, I think it's a beautiful setup though, right?
Yeah, I love the slanted like area where setup is, where he has a soundproof.
Yeah, that was a great idea.
Very great idea. And the posters above too. You think like on slanted walls, the posters above would be like weird looking, but I think they work.
Yeah, he got themed throughout the whole room.
Yeah.
He did a great job.
I was thinking for that one photo where he said he needs help like displaying that, maybe you get like one of those glass display cases and like you like put it into your wall and it's like when you open it up, it's like, this is my prized medal. Or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe just having a little stand that slants the metal so that like they're kind of just slanted.
Yeah.
I'll not explain
You can
that,
literally just get like a tack and have it so that the metals are hanging down because you want to fill up that area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people are saying the speakers tilt. I get that, but I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, if you're sitting up against that desk, doesn't matter how much you tilt, they look to be a little bit behind his ears. Regardless, though, they fill up the room. Like I said, I took 1 point off for that one thing. Pretty sure that was a good score. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, moving on to everything else, right? We got Alex. Alex here. Let me pull this up. Here we go. Alex is 21, learning game design in college. He can't mount anything because he's, get this, in his dorm. What? He's in his dorm? That does not look like a dorm room.
It doesn't.
Like, at all. Every dorm room I've ever seen has either like the cinder block kind of walls, or even then it's like small and you're cramped and you're up against other dudes. You know, like it just, very interesting, very weird. To know that that's what's going on. So yeah, I think that here's the thing. Now I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. Okay, I'm gonna get a lot of hate. I don't know if you agree, Tom, with what I'm about to say. But I was talking to a very special person. His name was Cookie Dunn. I was talking to him this morning, and I showed him this setup, and he had the same point of view as me. Triple monitors. Nice. Double monitor on top. No,
not necessary.
Not necessary, and I don't think the best thing to do. I think having a single monitor over the top is always great. It's good to have that auxiliary like You know what I'm saying? But the way you're rocking it, it doesn't seem usable. It does not seem usable. You look at that, it looks a little too high up. It's not angled down enough. It just seems like a bit of an issue. So I don't know if you're getting the same vibe.
I don't know how you bring 5 monitors to a dorm. Like, oh god.
Yeah, like move in day, like, hey guys, don't mind me just setting up. But I mean, okay, it sounds like I'm making fun of him. His setup is insanely clean. You'll see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on and talk about how amazing it is. But holy shit! I mean, I don't know, 5-screen overkill. If you're ever gonna game, which guys, he's learning game design, so I'm gonna assume he likes a game or two. You know, you got 5 damn screens. Why? That's such overkill. But again, it looks great for a photo. I mean, these photos look crisp. The next photo looks like it looks good. But sitting there, realistically, trying to see the whoop, you know what I'm saying? It just seems like a little bit of an issue. But aside from that, amazing setup, man. I really like it. Really, it's a beautiful setup. Cable management in that photo. Oh my god, that takes time. Now here's the thing: if I was, staying in a dorm, cable management, my ass. I would not care. I would not care at all. And I like when I have, clean cables and stuff. But damn, to go through that and know that you're going to have to like tear it down and like put it back up.
It's like the cleanest dorm room ever.
Yeah, super clean white walls. I have a hard time believing he's like in a dorm at school.
Yeah, so what would you do for like personality and theme?
Well, I've talked about this before for a lot of people. But someone like racing outside the... there's like snowy roads, they're gonna die anyway. So anyways, for theme, now you guys know I'm not a huge fan of the plant, but I think it would actually look better if you had the plant like double plant rather than just one.
Or
I like
salt lamps.
Yeah, double salt lamp. I like the salt lamp, but it just like it seems out of place in this setup.
Yeah,
because it lights up. But here's the thing, they got blue tack. Now I say this all the time, I gotta find who makes blue tack and they gotta sponsor me because I'm always talking
like
about
Staples or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Staples anywhere. Well, maybe not anywhere, but it's blue tack. They use it at schools because they have that same kind of cinder block walls and they can't actually do anything. Of course, you're not in that scenario, but you take a poster, it could be even on a damn frame because it's supposed to hold weight, like 10 pounds, and you just tack it to the wall. And when you're done, take it right off, and guess what? No residue, nothing. It's just off the wall. It doesn't have to be a poster. It can literally mount anything. You can put people up on the wall. You just like stick them on. But I think if you did that, it would look really, really nice because you'd be able to add a little bit more. Because he said those are custom wallpapers, which looks sick. I mean, they're really cool wallpaper art. But the problem with that is the second you start using stuff, you lose it. You know what I mean? It's covered up. Sometimes someone said he had blue tack at school and it left fat stains. I've never had that issue, but you should be able to just wipe it off with like a sponge. Yeah. I would assume. I don't know. I don't eat it. I don't know what it's made of. So, I just think it's beautiful. It is definitely lacking theme. You could add pop vinyls or any more generic bullshit to the desk.
I think it'd be pretty cool to add some like LED lights that like
behind the
shine
monitors
off the wall or whatever.
Which okay, I should add this then. He does have. Okay, I should include the damn photo. I forgot. He has LEDs that actually expand what's on his screen, like the light pack kind of stuff. Okay. So whatever happens on a screen gets shot out in LEDs. So he does have it, but it does look like it's not super bright, though. It's not super bright, but I guess it's just a photo. Yeah. Anyways, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments. He's here in the chat right now, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he is. So make sure that you guys give him some feedback on what you should do for the walls, maybe. Yeah, I think it's a great setup. I mean, you obviously spent a lot of money on it. You got it situated, cable management. You know what you're doing. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Third photo. Did we show that? No. Look at that. I mean, this guy knows what he's doing. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's got insanely nice cable management. The PC looks great. He said he wants to get a replacement window because that one scratches up really easily. So if anybody has a recommendation for him, let him know. But I mean, really nice PC, looks really, really good. I would not want a cable manager do any of that. It just, because don't you have to I guess you could leave your stuff in your dorm, right? When you go on back home and then you go back to school. Yeah, for like a month.
Just seems like a hard thing. I don't know. Anyways, definitely let them know what's up. Next setup, final set of the day, submitted by Vince, 13 years old. This is a console-only setup, which we've seen before on the show. Always interesting, but I think he did a great job with it. The reason he's on an Xbox is because all of his friends, he's 13, all of his friends are on Xbox. So why is he going to go on PC, you know? It makes sense. You want to grind on games with your friends. Now, he is getting a PC soon. That's on his list. He wants to do it. So, hey, man, I don't see anything wrong with it. I think that's great. You know that you want a PC. You're going to get a PC. Good. Now, he's got everything you could basically think of in accessories, which I thought was really cool. He's got his mic. He's got microphones, speakers. He even has a controller stand. Lights, everything he can need. Perfect. Boom, he did it. And what's cool is he can move things forward. He doesn't need a deep desk because it's a console setup. So really, really nice, straight to the point. Seems to be perfect in a nice little nook. He said he actually isn't, he doesn't really wear hats anymore. So
that's an awesome way to display them, though.
Yeah, so he said he's just leaving them there. He likes how it looks. So I thought it's pretty good. I think the desk really isn't bad at all. I mean, it wouldn't be great for an actual computer setup.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, when you do get a PC and all that, I don't even know how you're going to fit a mouse and keyboard on that.
Yeah, someone just said not enough room for the keyboard. Yeah, well, obviously, he's not doing that right now.
If you, mount the monitor, off from the side,
even
a wall mount or something like that.
Just, get rid of the window, put a big TV right there in the spot. You'll be all set. But I think the desk looks really nice. It's got a really nice finish to it.
Yes.
Fits that corner really nicely. Kind of gives it a good look. I think it's sick. I think it's a really nice little nook, especially having your cables pretty good other than the one cord, which there's not much you can do with. I feel like you probably pull it a little bit. You can also try to get a right angle that goes flat and just comes straight through. But really, perfect. Great. Not bad. People are saying you get a mic arm. I agree. Little things you get down the road. But when you actually go for a legitimate PC setup, the desk, I agree with other people, could be a bit of an issue unless you're able to pull it forward and maybe get a piece that you can mount into the wall that can hold the monitor. That way the actual desk itself is just peripherals.
Yeah, that's probably what you're gonna have to do.
Yeah. And someone's like, bro, he has no PC. Oh, unless he's talking to somebody else. Yeah, he's playing on Xbox. So you guys can drop comments and questions for him. But hey, man, Vince, 13 years old, killer job. Really, really nice stuff. Some awesome setups today. I appreciate everybody submitting. But before we get out of here, first setup, Julius, 80. Alexander, 82. Samuel, 68. There's a lot of photos to get through. Eric, 90. George, 74. PK, 78. Lucas, 82. Harry, 98. Alex, 90. Vince, 92. Bam. And I know, you break it down category by category. I know it's a console only setup, but we do that on the show. So, okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup, episode 191. We'll come live on February 12, 2017. I'm now 21. Holy bowls in somebody's mouth. No. Thanks for watching. My name is Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter at Matt Philly. You can check Tom out at Thomas Philly.
Yes.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you on Tuesday, Valentine's Day.